so the end of day one of the Tokyo Deluxe Anime Tour. Today we went to the Tsukiji fish market, which was actually really cool. It didn't smell fishy. It's so weird. People always tell me that fresh fish don't smell fishy, and I get what they're saying now. It was actually not bad at all. Here at the fish market, there's all sorts of, I won't say yummy, but all sorts of food, delicacies to try. The shop itself is just a whole strip of anything and everything you could possibly want to eat. What'd you get?
Dried kiwi. Love kiwi.
Ooh. Snackages for later?
Oh yeah, especially because kiwi is a really juicy fruit. I'm wondering how the dried part will taste.
Probably dry. Then from there we moved on to Akihabara, which it was okay. It was definitely a adult male kind of shopping district, but it was still a lot of fun to be there. Just all the sights and sounds. It was very reminiscent, not in space of Times Square. We'll be doing that tomorrow. But just the sheer amount of traffic and volume and stimulating senses from every single direction all the time. We are in one of the little shops in Akihabara, and there is literally anything and everything you could want in every little square inch. You have to squeeze to fit in here. Like, if you can't find what you're looking for, look harder, because holy gosh. And then of course this guy randomly walked up and handed me a card in this thing, and I ended up paying him $10 just because I wasn't entirely sure what was happening. But that's okay. Everyone gets duped once, and that's fine. I'm a foreigner. That's what they do. From there, we moved on to the Sensoji Temple, which was so much fun. Holy cruddy. Our first real touch of culture and history, which is what a lot of the later parts of this trip are going to be like. But we got to go into the temple, and we got to make our wish. It was really fun actually walking around seeing all the shrines, and we got to see a young bride and groom and their absolutely adorable kimonos. All of these girls and some guys were in all of these nice pretty kimonos that I know it's part of their heritage and their culture. It's not dressing up, but it's really cool seeing people dressed up in outfits that you don't see every day. So we moved on to this Sunshine Mall, whatever it was called. We went to the Pokemon Center, which so many plushies, and they were all soft and squishy.
Pokemon chopsticks.
It's the Eevee, and it's fluffy, and he has a keyboard, and he's fluffy.
But I can't justify $52 for him. So, sucks. We went to J-World, which I thought was going to be kind of lame, but is possibly like the most awesome amusement experience. Just being encapsulated by all of that fan service. That's a good time. The biggest surprise for today had to be just how informative the tour guides were. I figured they would bus us from location to location, but on the bus they would tell us fun facts. Things about Tokyo, its history, its population, the density, the roads, learning more about the city's history and day-to-day life. So that was an added treat that I didn't think we were going to get. They were pretty good about keeping us all organized and keeping us all on time. The group was manageable, I think, so we got a good crowd. Made a couple friends, so that's a lot of fun. And we're going to be able to hang out with them again for the rest of the week, so that's kind of cool. Japan is still amazing. I cannot, like, when you're driving, you're never on the ground. Like, I thought that Maryland and Delaware were built on bridges. No. Tokyo is built on bridges. You're either walking on the ground or you're driving 5 stories in the air. I don't even know how that's possible because I never felt that high when we were on the roads, but you looked and you saw the tops of buildings and you're like, oh, I'm 5 stories in the air. And then you go under channels and we saw the bay. And traffic, though, didn't feel that congested, so that was a good mix of balance. Even during rush hour, we still moved, which is very nice considering, you know, we live in North Carolina where people don't know how to drive. at all. We learned that Tokyo can be very blustery. Very, very blustery. Sidewalks were super clean. The whole thing where there aren't trash cans around, so you have to take your trash home, is completely true. And pretty much our only complaint for today is the same complaint that every tour group ever will always have. You wish you had more time at the locations. But it's a trade-off. You can spend more time at the locations or see more stuff. Like, there's no way we would have been able to do all of this and still had adequate time at each location. There has to be that give, unfortunately. But that's what free days are for. We can always go back to anything we want to do. So end of day 1, we are tired. Hopefully we sleep a little better tonight. The jet lag might wind down a little bit. And tomorrow we go to Anime Japan, the world's largest anime convention. And we thought American Con-Flu was bad. On an unrelated note, this is going in vlogging not related to the Japan Deluxe tour itself. Yeah, Matthew got pulled aside by a film crew. We don't know if they were television or YouTube or just internet fun, but they wanted him to do his best Japanese impression. And he did.
He had a lot of Japanese animation.
Oh yeah.
So today we'd like to take a shot about the foreign people who imitate Japanese who are something weird or strange.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we want to.
秋はそれですみません、ティッシュです。お嬢さん、ティッシュです。ミスター、ティッシュ。ありがとうございます。ティッシュ。ティッシュ。ティッシュ。ティッシュで。ティッシュ。ティッシュで。Thank you very much.
On the list of things I thought was going to happen today, probably didn't even peak the top 500.